the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Hornets in Charlotte. And for Charlotte, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories, always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. This road trip for the Thunder kicking things off here in this one. It's been a tremendous beginning to the new season. They are now 5-1.
And I think we'll see them try to come out strong here. They know it's just a short stint on the road, and this is where you want to play smart, efficient basketball in games like these and get back to that home court.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Robertson and George fill out the wings. Noel is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Monk. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Robertson the pass to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Charlotte now. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, terrific performance. Really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, particularly on offense, they mixed things up rather well. They scored on all three levels.
Robertson kicks to Noel. Pass to Patterson from downtown. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte ball. To the left wing. Zeller dishes to Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Now here's Westbrook. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat, and you could tell takes pride in that part of the game.
Clock at 4. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in. Roberson's got his first points of the game.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
George against Batum. The pass to Kaminsky. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. And Robertson has it in the corner. Oklahoma City moving it around. Passes it to Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, every night that I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here courtside, I appreciate it so much to be able to watch Russell Westbrook this close. The combination of his motor and incredible talent, it's an all-time sort of run he's on, and great to watch it.
That one is off. Brett, we've heard people say that Russell Westbrook is not a superstar. What are your thoughts on that?
How old are these people you're talking to, Kevin? And really, how much basketball have they watched? Russell Westbrook is the elite of the elite.
And he sinks the second.
Well, after averaging a triple-double during the 16-17 MVP campaign for Russell Westbrook, he just keeps coming at you. What an electrifying and exciting player.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Back to Robertson. He kicks it to Patterson. Here's George, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
And the first one drops. The Thunder last season assembling a big 3 of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh, Brent, like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Robertson injury. It felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Robertson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
One shot, gentlemen.
Frank Kaminsky, a finesse 7-footer out of Wisconsin. A high skill level, but athletically at a disadvantage most nights.
Now, here's George. Last time out, he had 38 points. And he makes that one.
more power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Walker finds Zeller. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Monk. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Walker. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Kaminsky taken with the 9th pick of the 2015 draft. The Hornets were offered a king's ransom from Boston for the pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics were after Justice Winslow. Offered 6 draft picks, including 4 first-rounders to move up. The Hornets weren't having it. And in hindsight, the Celtics are probably glad.
Getting a little bit more room here from the mid-range, the explosive shot area getting quick to that spot and separating from the defender.
Now here's Zeller. Here's Lamb. Pass to Monk. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by George. To the paint. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Outside, Walker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Charlotte in the lead. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Lamb, defended by George. Now here's Lamb. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Robertson the pass to Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kemba Walker picks one up.
We know how explosive Westbrook can be. He just forces defenses to foul him. And Westbrook really did take his time, but in the end signed that $205 million contract for 5 years to stay in OKC, to make it his home. That's the largest contract in NBA history at the time it was signed. And I'd have to say, money well spent for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That free throw missing. Yeah, a lot of nail biting in Oklahoma after the departure of Kevin Durant. Brent, what did keeping Westbrook on that team, in that organization, mean for the Thunder?
Well, it means that they still want to win some basketball games, Kevin. And Russell Westbrook approaches every game with such incredible competitive drive. We saw in his triple-double season that he just carries an unbelievable workload with the highest usage rate in NBA history that year. It's amazing the kind of effort he plays with, and the goal is to get back to the finals.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Lamb. Here's Zeller. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City, trailing by 2. Fades. Here's Patterson. The kick out to Westbrook. Shoots over Walker, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 8.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Zeller dishes to Lamb. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
And let's check out some stats for Russell Westbrook. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 25 points per, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Shoots over Walker. Outside, George. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. Walker the pass to Lamb. Charlotte moving it around. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte making a switch here. Gomez is checked in. Then for the Thunder, Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Felton in for Robertson. Baseline try. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Walker dishes to Monk. Back to Walker. That shot off the mark. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Right side, Felton. Outside for George. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Monk, the pass to Walker. And stolen by Noel. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Walker with some nice D.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
To the middle. Here's Lamb. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Felton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A shot's good from Westbrook.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So JJ and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Charlotte in the lead. Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 11 points for Malik Monk.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
16 feet away, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. And 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those nights. Right now, Westbrook, relentless.
Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Felton. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Abrinas. There's the triple. Rebound by Tony Parker. Charlotte has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Kicks to Monk. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gomez. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. And that one hits back iron. Oklahoma City trailing. outside Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
First free throw is good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Raymond Felton. And so he hits both. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. That one drops for him.
Yeah, and Monk's got to continue to stay aggressive. Don't give in to the defense. I love how he flexes when he goes in for these and ones.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Monk.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard it. Kid just plays with an edge.
Schroeder outside, and the pass to George. Over Monk. And that one released in time, but no good. Right back after this break. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5 are Grant and Noel. On the wings, Abrinas and George. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here.
The violation.
Yes. I only ask you to pay attention. That's all.
Kevin.
It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. And it's George missing. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
For Charlotte, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Move shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Aprinas. Pass to Grant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, Grant not flustered with that, staying with it around the basket, ignores the defense and scores.
And Batum kicks to Parker. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Parker's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Pass to Noel. There's the pass to Aprinas. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Noel. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Noel's got 6.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Parker finds Biyombo, and Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. At the top of the key, Kid Gilchrist. There's Parker with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
Batum dishes to Biyombo. Parker passes to Biyombo. Back to Parker. Stolen by George. Lets the 3 fly. Tony Parker grabs the miss. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 4-point game. Pass to Batum. Charlotte no good that time either.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Kid Gilchrist against George. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Parker. Biyombo, the pass to Parker. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. Lamb comes in for Hernan Gomez. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And that one's good. Parker.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that one.
Schroeder kicks to George. Pass to Grant. Parker against Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Parker looking over the floor. Pass to Lamb. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And now it's a 9-point Charlotte lead.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
And what a career it's been for Tony Parker. 4 titles to his name, a finals MVP, 6-time All-Star. I mean, the accolades go on and on for what is truly one of the most impressive resumes you'll see in the NBA.
Now here's Parker after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And there's the lay-in.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
And for Tony Parker, will certainly go down as one of the greatest Spurs ever to put on a San Antonio uniform.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And it's strange to see him in any other uniform than a San Antonio Spurs. And he made a move in the offseason. And, you know, here's what he brings to this team. A lot of experience, championship pedigree, and a guy that I think could maybe help get this Hornets team over the hump.
Yeah, Paul George, look out, hammers that one home.
Now Parker, 6 points for him. Zeller finds Parker. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Parker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The pass to Robertson. It's George on the wing. The fadeaway doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Batum.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm. Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Now here's Kaminsky. Shoots over Grant, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
And there's the call on Felton. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets leading by 13. Walker looking for an opening. Off target with his 3. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Felton kicks to Patterson, trying to end the drought. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hornets leading by 12. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Monk. Lamb with the ball. Clock at 4. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Schroeder surveying the floor. And he lays it straight in.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, MyLeague.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Jeremy Grant, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. He hits the second from the line. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team, sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Now, here's Felton after the miss from Malik Monk. Felton kicks to Patterson. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for George.
And the story of the game for him has really been painful. I mean, he's tried to get things going, but for whatever reason, between the defense and just his rhythm tonight, the touch just hasn't been there.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Felton. And stolen by Zeller.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Robertson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point. and he really picked apart the defense.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Andre Robertson. And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen. And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be and gets a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Felton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Westbrook with it. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Kaminsky's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Walker. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
Now here's Felton. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:14 left in the first half. Stolen by Walker.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Abrinas the pass to Westbrook. And the 3 ball is good. Westbrook's got 17 now.
You can't forget about Russell's range. I know it's not the most efficient shot, but he's capable of draining some perimeter shots in rhythm.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 15. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 17 points in the game.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Patterson finds Felton. Back to Patterson. Got a piece of it. Pass to Abrinas. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Walker. Will not go. This is off the front iron. From downtown, Lamb. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Nerlens, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front of the post and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
They're just pulling down rebounds at will. Their aggressiveness has been dynamite, flying in from all angles. With rebounding, you assume that everything is amiss, and obviously they've taken that to heart.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially at the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Malik Monk.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Now here's Batum. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 5 on the clock. Good on the shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Nicholas Batum.
One shot.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
Now, here is George. Lets it fly, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 11 points.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
And Walker kicks to Monk. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Robertson to the left wing. Here's Patterson. Offensive rebound.
2 points. Nerlens Noel.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Over to the left wing. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
His second person, 13. Going to the line, Cody Zeller.
Shooting one.
Thunder trailing by 21. Westbrook kicks to Noel. It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Thunder ball.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. That one drops for him. Robertson's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Zeller passes to Monk. It's good from long range. Monk's got 6 in the quarter.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Westbrook against Walker. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. The kick out to Westbrook. Goes back up. And he can't bank that one in. Shoots from the line. The Thunder pull it in.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Well, just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Now, here's Monk. 23 points in the game. Walker the pass to Monk. Now here's Kaminsky. Defense right on him. And that one, good.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch. And then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking him to drop another triple on you.
Some changes for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Parker subbed in for Walker. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Patterson. Noel's got 10.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Monk kicks to Zeller. Dishes it to Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Patterson dishes to Noel. The pass to Patterson. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Here's Robertson. George up top. Over Parker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Robertson, a nice job that time distributing the basketball, and a dependable player in these offensive schemes if he does that.
Parker kicks to Monk. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Patterson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Robertson can't hit. Charlotte leading by 22. Batum finds Parker. Zeller trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Parker, 10 points for him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Parker against Westbrook. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Now here's Parker. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's his first personal.
Now we see Andre Robertson making his return from the ruptured patellar tendon of winter 2018.
Just how disruptive was it for Billy Donovan and the Thunder to lose Andre Robertson last year? The numbers were staggering in terms of the defensive rating when he was on the floor, just how good they were. And the guy averages less than 5 points a game for his career, but his impact defensively cannot be understated.
On the free throw, no good. And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Schroeder passes to Noel. George looking over the floor. Noel dishes to George. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And you know, for that Pistons game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And he makes the first. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, the potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
Parker kicks to Biyombo. Back to Parker. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Parker against Schroeder. Floats one. Rejected by Grant.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Stolen by George, and it's George finishing it off.
So George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
Batum finds Biyombo. Parker outside. Batum scanning the floor. No good on the triple. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 17. Parker outside. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going. Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Schroeder against Parker. He feeds it to Biyombo. Pulls up, high post. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's George. He doesn't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. Count that bucket. Parker's got 12.
No, that's just too easy for Parker there. He loves getting those opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Hornets. Abrinas is checked in for Oklahoma City. Back to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
That is a good option. You could throw that ball just about anywhere, even the top of the square. Jeremy Grant ripping one off.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Parker. 12 points for him. He kicks to Lamb. 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. 11 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 19. Schroeder passes to Grant. Here's Felton. Softly drops in the floater. Felton has got his first points of the night.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
It's Parker with the drive. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, that floater is another one of Parker's go-to shots, one that continues to befuddle defenses.
Outside, Felton. Back to Schroeder. 4 on the clock, and it's Abrinas in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte leading by 19. Lamb finds Hernan Gomez, and it's good for 2. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket in this one.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Out to the right wing. Right side, Felton. No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. And here is Lamb. He's got 11. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Nice shot by Felton.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Parker.
Timeout,
Following
timeout.
the basket by Raymond Felton. Charlotte calls timeout.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets dance team.
Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky comes in for Biyombo. And it's Kemba Walker in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Now here's Kaminsky. He has 7 from deep. Walker. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Schroeder. And he drops it in from the low post. Schroeder's got 8.
The floater is such a deceptive and unguardable shot. You can understand why Schroeder elects to go with it there. Sweet looking on the dip.
Walker against Schroeder. And it's Walker penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
The first one falls. Charlotte making a switch here. Monk's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Schroeder kicks to Abrinas. To the wing on the left. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Schroeder. Here's Abrinas, guarded by Walker. Patterson passes to Abrinas. Over Walker. That one a little long.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Russell Westbrook.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. That one drops for him. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Russell carving up the defense here right now and is a master at getting up his own shot. He's really gotten better at spotting up.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets lead by 17. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Thunder trailing by 17, and Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Noel. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Abrinas in at the 3 slot. And Patterson kicks to Abrinas. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, can you imagine, Kevin, your teammates being worried about your physical health with how hard it is you dunk the basketball? Whew. But that's just who he is.
Down low, Monk. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Drops in the tray. Westbrook's got 26.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Kaminsky inside. Patterson defending. And the basket by Kaminsky. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Robertson, he's checked in. Charlotte on D. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Walker against Westbrook. Passes it to Lamb. Now, here's Monk. Shot clock at 6. Patterson bringing the double. Down low, Westbrook with the steal. Kicks it to Patterson. Pass to Robertson. Back to Patterson. To the inside. Shot clock at 5.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Charlotte leading by 10. Walker finds Zeller. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. George is checked in. Zeller passes to Batum. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. Outside, Walker. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder trailing by 10. Robertson the pass to George. Batum against George. Charlotte no good that time either.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him. Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Pass to Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 12 points for Frank Kaminsky.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Robertson kicks to Westbrook. In the corner, it's Patterson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Batum. Knocked loose. Stolen by George. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
And the Hornets call time here. And Greg, Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. They get it back. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
At the line, Nerlens Noel. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Noel. Here's Walker. It's a 6-point game. There's the pass to Zeller. He kicks to Monk. This one for three. That one's not going to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Left side, Westbrook. Back to Robertson. Lock at 6. In the corner, it's Patterson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now just a 3-point Charlotte lead.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Here's Robertson. He dishes it to Westbrook. Now Patterson to the middle and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Monk with the ball. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
In that game against the Cavaliers, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
There's Walker with the three.
Nice to see Patterson make a difference on the defensive end of the floor, staying with his man.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Westbrook finds Noel. Here's George. He's covered by Zeller, and he's good on the three ball. And now 24 points for Paul George.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Passes it to Zeller. Poke loose. Now here's Monk. Tight defense on him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Robertson. Kicks to Noel. The dish to George. Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Pass to Kaminsky. Feeds it to Batum. George with the defensive effort.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
He's looking for Noel and finds him.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
Shooting one. At the line, Nerlens Noel. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Walker against Westbrook. Monk, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 3. Right side Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
A monster drive there by Westbrook. So explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Zeller kicks to Monk. Pass to Kaminsky. Inside. Outside for Batum. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Westbrook wide open. He fires. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Walker the pass to Monk. Kaminsky with the ball. Patterson's there. And the dunk by Zeller.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
I don't think really that's his personality. Sometimes he's just waiting for things to happen, and other times he's in attack mode.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Here's Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Down low. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
And here is Kaminsky. Lamb with the bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Hornets lead.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. The pass to Robertson. Dishes it to Noel.
Hornets foul call. Cody Zeller. That's his second personal foul. Shooting Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
That's good from Noel. That one is no good.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And Zeller kicks to Batum. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte leading by 5. Walker finds Zeller. Knocked away and stolen by Noel. Here's Robertson, covered by Lamb. From 12 feet out. Walker with some nice D. The Hornets have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Now here's Lamb. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Oklahoma City on D. It's a 5-point game. Passes to Walker. Launches it. The Thunder pull it in. Patterson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And George kicks to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Walker against Westbrook. Left side Walker over Westbrook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he's been in these spots before, and you can see Westbrook wants it and comes through.
Up top, Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. Lets a floater go. It's in! Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Malik Monk.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
.44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep, George, money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Walker against Westbrook. Pass to Lamb. And it's Noel with the rebound. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options. Get to either one and take the best shot available.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Back to Westbrook. He kicks it to Patterson. Misses the tray. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Going to the line, Jeremy Lamb. Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I like the fact that he took his time at the line and simply did what he does, practice his routine and seal it.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Tony, what was going good for you offensively tonight?
I think the ball movement was great tonight, but I think the main thing for us is to play great defense. Defensively, we have to be at our best, and everybody has to help, and I think tonight we did a great job.
Really got it going when you needed to. Thanks, Tony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.